gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll. We get ready to set these drivers loose. Welcome in, baby. Oh, let's get it, chat. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're going to get ready to rock and roll. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Brycey Bear says, first, what do I win? What do you win, Brycey Bear? You win some validation from me for being an absolute fucking stud, baby. Let's go. Coming in, showing the love already here in this one. Let's go, my boy. Coming in, showing the love. Mr. Hargraves coming in with the like. Bryce with that heart reaction. Cody McCoy with the like and the share. Rob Stefanski coming in, dropping that thumbs up in the stream as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. We're going to get ready here for heat race number 1, unhinged dedication. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see out of everybody. That's what I like to see out of everybody is the unhinged dedication to PeaceMaker Gaming. That's what's up right there, brother. That's what's up right there. I like that. I like that. So we're going to get ready here. Heat race number 1. Going to roll out onto the racetrack, and we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Is starting on that pole position in the 34 machine. That is the Throttle Down Motorsports DCSSS Precision Auto Bodies, number 34 of Dustin Benton. To his outside, his teammate in the Throttle Down Motorsports WB Crave Designs, number 33 ride. That is Dylan Simmons. And down on the inside of row number 2 in the Dirt Panda, Malum Electric, Vivs Laker, Joyride Designs, number 71H. That is William Hargraves. And his outside in the Throttle Down Motorsports WB Creative Designs, number 19 ride. That is Dakota Proud. In position number 5, it's the 13 rider, Cody McCoy, into his outside in the Stoner's Auto Body, number 999. That is Corey Sibley. Then we see Daniel Nally and Steve Stefanski in the Buffalo Bills, number 15 ride, bringing up the rear of the field as we're going to quickly go green flag racing here in heat race number 1 from the beautiful Eldora Speedway. As out in front, it's Dustin Benton. He's quickly leading the way here as William Hargraves trying to work himself up into position number 2. A little bit of 3 wide battling right there behind him as some good runs out here on the racetrack. These drivers looking very, very good, looking very racy here. Early on in this one is pulling up door to door. Hargraves down low, getting a good run here, trying to catch up to that 34 ride as the big D machine of Dustin Benton continues to lead the way. William Hargraves, you gonna win this tonight or what? You gonna win this thing tonight or what? Hargraves is gonna be one of those drivers that's going to be very, very tough to beat. I mean, Dustin Benton, Dylan Simmons been very, very good here in the series. 3 of our top 3 in the point standings, and they're going to be looking to duke it out here in this one and continue to put on a show here for us. Even though it's low car counts, these guys still put on a absolute amazing race for us week in and week out. These guys continue to put on a good show as out in front, Dustin Benton continuing to lead the way, but he's got 2 very fast, hungry drivers right there behind him as Hargraves still trying to roll that inside lane. It's the 33 ride of Dylan Simmons right there in his tire tracks, trying to hunt down that 34 D machine as the big D ride out in front leading the way. Dakota Proud right there in position number 4 and looking for more as here comes Corey Sibley there in position number 5 as Sibley already up 3 positions here in the early runnings of this race. As the 999 ride up inside the top 5 now and already looking underneath the 19 ride as we get some side-by-side action here at the front of the field. Dustin Benton trying to pinch him down there ever so slightly. Hargraves, though, going to stay right there with them. Door to door, down across the start-finish line, a little bit of contact. Hargraves looking for the lead here down through corner 1 and out of corner number 2. These drivers putting on a wicked show here for us at Eldora Speedway. It's Dustin Benton and William Hargraves duking it out here at the front of the field. Dylan Simmons right there in position number 3. Dakota Proud, Corey Sibley rounding out our top 5 as here comes Daniel Nally down on the extreme bottom side, looking to make some moves here. Cody McCoy right there with them, and that 15 ride of Steven Stefanski bringing up the rear of the field there in position number 8 as door to door still at the front of the field. Dustin Benton and William Hargraves continue to battle as we see some contact deeper in the field. The caution flag is going to fly. Cody McCoy tore up here right front, absolutely sheared off this car, and we are going to see our first caution flag as it looks like Corey Sibley and Cody McCoy is going to come together there. Just a little bit of beating and banging. Daniel Nally collected in there. Steven Stefanski in that as well as Another look at it here. It's just unfortunately looks like the 13 just washes up the racetrack ever so slightly. Enough to make that little bit of contact right here with that left rear of the 999 ride, spinning him around. It sends the 13 right up the racetrack. Daniel Nally nowhere to go, shoves him in there even farther as, oh man, some tore up race cars right there, and unfortunately see the right front just absolutely sheared off the 13 right as it goes flying down the racetrack as he gets up into the outside wall there in quarter number 1. As we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. See Cody McCoy down pit side. That damage a little bit too much for him to continue here in heat race number 1 as we'll stack him up, rack him up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. The quality doesn't matter, it's the quality of the drivers. Exactly, Brycey Bear, exactly. The quantity doesn't matter, it's the quality of the drivers. And that's what we get here on a regular basis here with this league. I mean, I know Dustin gets a lot of hate from a lot of people, but I mean, you know, he still puts on a good show, puts on a good race, and I mean, obviously some people have their issues with them, and that's to their own, you know, that's their own thoughts and whatever else. But nonetheless, the Big D ride always putting on a good show for us, always a tough, fierce competitor out there on the racetrack, always just trying to make the league bigger and better for all these drivers and continuing to try to put on some wicked shows here for all of us out here week in and week out. And man, they continue to knock it out of the park here. Even if they have 8 drivers or 18 drivers, they continue to put on an absolutely amazing show, and we see some great racing action. My boy Jake Stefanski says, let's get it, boys. Wish I could be there. I wish you could be here too, Jakey Boo. I wish you could be out here as well, but unfortunately, no Jake Stefanski here in this one as the green flag back out into the air. Dustin Benton with a great restart there, catching a few drivers sleeping there ever so slightly on that restart. William Hargraves right there in position number 2 as the green flag back out into the air. And here you go, 2, 3 wide back there behind him as here comes the 5 ride of Daniel Nally trying to work himself up towards the front of the field here as he looks down low on the 33 ride of Dylan Simmons and Dakota Proud. Is Proud able to work himself up into position number 4 and looking for more as Dustin Benton out in front, continuing to lead this one. William Hargraves sticking right there to his rear bumper, trying some different lanes now up the racetrack. We saw Hargraves continuing to run that bottom lane for a lot of laps, but here he is now trying to roll a little bit more of that middle to high side groove, trying to find some runs to be able to open up a door, and this may be what he needed right here. Gonna take another look down low, beating and banging right there into corner number 3, nice and easy out of corner 4, and they're gonna go back to door here at the front of the field. Dustin Benton, William Hargraves duking it out here in this one. It's Dakota Proud right there in position number 3. Dylan Simmons there in 4th. Steven Stefanski up into position number 5 as he's got the 5 ride of Daniel Nally down to his inside. Corey Sibley and Cody McCoy bringing up the rear of the field, but it's all Dustin Benton still being able to hang on and keep this driver out in front as he's been able to hold off William Hargraves. And here comes Dakota Proud now looking underneath the 71H right as Hargraves gonna have to try to play a little bit of defense here as he tries to go back after that 34 right as we're gonna see the white flag fly one more time around here in heat race number 1. Dustin Benton out in front looking fierce here with the brand new paint scheme brought to you by WB Crane Designs as he heads down through quarter number 3 and out of quarter number 4. Dustin Benton, the Big D machine, gonna pick up heat race win number 1. William Hargraves gonna hang on to second as Proud, Simmons, Stefanski, Nally, Sibley, and McCoy gonna round out the field there in our first heat race of the evening, our first and only heat race here this evening for these ones. Frank Fonda coming in, showing the love. What's good, Frank? Frank coming in, smashing that thumbs up on the stream. How are you, Frankie? How are you, my dude? Craig Michael Deacon coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Alan Peters coming in with the like. Anthony Karf coming in, dropping the thumbs up as well. As, I mean, granted, us NLR guys get a lot of hate, but we can put on a good show. We will give you your money's worth. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. You guys are always out there. You guys are always putting on a good show for us, whether or not it's, you know, between other, you know, different setup places or different teams or even just amongst yourselves. You guys always seem to put on some wicked shows for us and continue to put on great battles. And, you know, we look back through the history of PeaceMaker Gaming and all the different things that we've done and different leagues that we've put on and broadcasted. You know, we look back and see all those great fights and battles that we've seen between, Jimmy Massey and Keith Hackney. You throw, yourself, Brycey Bear into there. You throw, Charles Barnes and Lane Phillips. And we've seen some great battles with very minimal cars out there on the racetrack, and always puts on some great action for us. And it doesn't matter if it's 5 cars on the racetrack or 500 cars on the racetrack, it's always a good time. I've enjoyed running against you guys. I've ran door to door with you. Always a good time. Always a good time there, JB. Always a good time with the NLR boys. It'd be nice if we could try to get Dustin to let them into the next series. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Brycey Bear, you'll have to get a hold of Dustin Benton and get in on this next race. This is always a great race. Always a great race. Bryce Dickinson, I know this. Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski. It's always about the quality, not the quantity of drivers out there on the racetrack. And we see, small field here again tonight for this one, but nonetheless, we see some great racers, some great action, and we're going to see some great battles here all throughout the evening. I mean, granted, Eldora is a bit of a hard racetrack to run 8 cars on the racetrack for a feature event, but nonetheless, these guys are going to put on a show. We're going to make sure that everything looks good and absolutely amazing. I might have to see if I can come back. Yeah, you'll have to see. You'll have to see. I mean, I'm sure Dustin would be able to. I mean, I might be able to talk him into it, open it up. Let bygones be bygones. Let the past be the past. Open it up. Let guys have some fun. Let them get back in here. Just let it run. Let it run out. Let it run out. Let these guys do what they want to do, Let them have some fun out there on the racetrack, and that's what it's all about. We'll get them stacked up, racked up, and are ready to go here in just a few more moments. Paul Yuzmensky, hopefully I'm saying that right, coming in, dropping that follow over on Twitch. Welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker crew. Paul coming in, dropping that follow button. Become a part of the family over there on Twitch, as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here with our A-Main feature event in just a few more moments. Our A-Main going to get underway here. We're going to get a quick drink into us, and we're going to get ready to put on a show as our A-Main feature event going to come up in just a few more moments. Yo, Levi Logan coming in, dropping that thumbs up on the stream as well. How are you, Levi? Levi coming in, showing the love, smashing that thumbs up. ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're going to get these drivers locked and loaded and ready to go here from the beautiful Eldora Speedway, as we got 50 laps of racing action ahead of us here for the Monday Night All-Stars, powered by the Dirt Clash Super Street Series, as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Starting on the pole in the Big D machine is the Precision Auto Bodies Throttle Down Motorsports DCSSS machine. That is Dustin Benton. To his outside, starting in position number 2 in the Malum Electric Dirt Panda Viv's Liquor Wild Bill's Race Designs, the Joyride Designs ride of William Hargraves. Starting in position number 3 in the Throttle Down Motorsports at number 19, that is Dakota Proud. To his outside, his teammate in the 33, that is Dylan Simmons. Starting in position number 5 in the Throttle Down Motorsports Buffalo Bills, number 15, that is Steven Stefanski. To his outside, his teammate in the 5D, that is Daniel Nally. And bringing up the final row, it's Corey Sibley and Cody McCoy, as we end all the anticipation with our feature presentation, as we are quickly green flag racing here from Eldora Speedway. The Monday Night All-Stars group coming together, putting on another wicked show here for us, as right now it's the 34 rider Dustin Benton, the man with the plan, the guy who makes this all happen. Is the Big D machine out in front. He's gonna lead lap number 1 here in this one. Hargraves right there in second, trying to stick right to his back bumper, as here comes Dakota Proud right there in position number 3. Steven Stefanski makes some early moves up into position number 4, but here comes Corey Sibley, the 999 ride down to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get that Stoner's Auto Body number 19 ride up into position number 5 on the racetrack, as he's looking already underneath of the 15 of Steven Stefanski for position number 4. It's that Team CFM Esports number 999 ride right there in position number 5, battling door to door here with Steven Stefanski and Dylan Simmons, the only driver trying to really roll that bottom side. Him and Cody McCoy trying to get that bottom side worked in, as the high side looking very, very strong. But right now, down through corner number 3 and 4, our race leader, Dustin Benton's going to give her a shot, trying a bit of a slide job lane there. So it's looking like high side in 1 and 2, and through the bottom to middle here in 3 and 4, as these drivers searching for the fastest way around the racetrack. And right now, the 34 ride of Dustin Benton finding some very good speed here and trying to stretch out his lead between himself and William Hargraves. Hargraves right there in position number 2, trying to track him down, trying to stay right in the tire tracks of the 34 ride. But with this being a 50-lap race, you want to try to conserve your equipment. You want to try to be easy on these tires, try to save something for late in this race. If we see a caution flag or even just a late race charge to the front of the field, these drivers have got to be keeping that in the back of their mind, that they want to try to keep something in the back pocket here for some late race moves to try to work themselves up to the front of the field. The 15 rider Steven Stefanski saw the last time out of corner number 2 get very loose there. The rear end kicked out. Unfortunately, that's not the way you want to do it, as that's going to really start to burn off those tires. You want to try to keep these cars as straight as possible, keep that rear end from slipping out, and really trying to keep these tires nice and fresh here throughout this race and not having a big fall off. And unfortunately, the 15 ride trying to push here early on, trying to get underneath the 19 ride of Dakota Proud. It may come back to bite him in the butt later on, with this being a very long race, and we may see this one go green flag the whole way through, and you don't want to be sitting there with some burnt up equipment. We see this one go green flag racing all the way for the 50-lap feature event. It's out in front, Dustin Benton out in front, kind of has this 34 ride on cruise control up there on the high side, right down to the bottom side, trying to keep that car in the tacky stuff, making sure that this car is running very smoothly here in this one, as you see William Hargraves still sticking right there with him, trying to hunt him down in that second spot. Dakota Proud right there in third, as Steven Stefanski gets up into the outside wall ever so slightly there, as here comes the 33 ride of Dylan Simmons, now taking a look down low, trying to figure out a way to get around the 15. Here comes Corey Sibley as well, right there in 6th. Daniel Nally in position number 7, and Cody McCoy back there in position number 8, just waiting patiently here. He maybe trying to run a little bit of a different strategy than everyone else, maybe trying to be nice and easy on those tires and keep this car pointing in the right direction, see if he can find something late in this race to work himself up to the front of the field. As right now at the front of the field, you see that 71H getting right to the back bumper here of Dustin Benton, as Benton and Hargrave's been 1 and 2 here pretty much all evening long, with that number 19 ride of Dakota Proud right there in position number 3. But here comes the 15 ride of Steven Stefanski. Stefanski looking for another run here, trying to find himself a way down and underneath the 19 ride, as Dakota Proud going to try the bottom side. As the 19 ride sends it down low, he's looking for a way up and around the 71H of William Hargraves. I wonder if a driver is listening, but I wonder what the middle top slider in 3 and 4 is like. Yeah, that would be, I don't know, might be half decent. I feel like middle top slider in 3 and 4 probably getting pretty fast, but I feel like these drivers know that this is going to be a very long race. Maybe slowly but surely progressing up there to see what's going to go on, but I think it needs to slick off a little bit more and maybe wait a little bit longer before they really start to use and idolize that slide job lane to kind of keep those tires fresh out there on the racetrack. Got the Pro Series on my phone and PeaceMaker Gaming streaming on the PC, going back and forth. Let's go, Anthony. Let's go, my boy. That's what's up right there. I can tell you right now, they may have more cars, but we're putting on the better show than the Pro Series, that's for certain. Somebody tag iRacing right now and let them know that they need to get PeaceMaker Gaming up in the booth there for the Pro Series. That is for certain, as we're going to put on a wicked show here. Nonetheless, 8 cars or 800 cars on the racetrack. These guys putting on a great battle here for us at Eldora Speedway. Still basically about 3 seconds between first and 8th position on the track, and all these drivers doing a fantastic job here in this one. Caution 3-0, but door-to-door beating and banging and battling here all evening long, as Dustin Benton continues to lead the way as the Precision Auto Bodies Throttle Down Motorsports number 34 ride out in front. The Malum Electric, Viv's Liquor, Wild Bill's Race Design, the Joyride Designs Dirt Panda ride of William Hargraves right there in second, and here comes that Buffalo Bills Throttle Down Motorsports number 15 ride, as Steven Stefanski found himself way up into position number 3. Dakota Proud right there in position number 4, trying to hang on to the 19 ride, as here comes Corey Sibley. Sibley now trying to find himself a way up into that 4th position. The 33 ride of Dylan Simmons right there in position number 6. Daniel Nally there in 7th. And Cody McCoy there in position number 8 on the racetrack. That's right, Peace. You got the heat, baby. Yes, Starsky, you know it, dude guy. You know it, my boy. New guy coming in, showing the love. Billy Northcutt with the like. Braden Carter with the like. Brian, my boy, new guy coming in, showing the love here in this one. Peggy Hargraves Clark coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. And if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, as these drivers continuing to put on a show. Dustin Benton, William Hargraves 1 and 2. Steven Stefanski there in 3rd. Dakota Proud and Corey Sibley rounding out our top 5. Levi says, let's go. Number 13, McCoy, put the pedal to the metal and sliver up out of 8th place, my boy. I got faith in your skills. Let's do it, guys and girls. Let's go, baby. Levi cheered on that 13 ride of Cody McCoy a little bit deeper in the field there, as McCoy looking good in the main motorsports. Health and Gaming number 13 ride there in position number 8, maybe waiting patiently here for a caution flag, maybe trying to keep those tires fresh here for a late race run, trying to figure out some strategy, seeing if he can work himself to the front of the field here. If he can save some tires and have some better equipment at the end of the evening, he may be able to open up some doors and work himself up to the front of the field. Is Dustin Benton out in front, continuing to lead the way. Dustin right there in the top spot, still has William Hargraves right there in his tire tracks, as Hargraves right on his back bumper, continuing to put the pressure on the 34 ride, and Steve Stefanski right there in position number 3. Stefanski looking very strong here in this one, as the 15 ride looking down low underneath of the 71H of Hargraves for position number 2. Dakota Brown right there in position number 4 with Corey Sibley right there behind him in position number 5. Dylan Simmons there in 6 with Daniel Nally there in position number 7. In the Throttle Down Motorsports number 5, D-Ride and Cody McCoy bringing up the rear of the field as we're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker Gaming crank it up as we hit halfway in and halfway to go here in this one. We're going to crank it up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers. We crank it up here on PeaceMaker Gaming. A beautiful crank it up right there. We saw a lot of beating and banging and battling here at the front of the field. Unfortunately, William Hargraves there getting into Dustin Benton. Slides Hargraves all the way back now to position number 4, but here comes Steven Stefanski. Stefanski looking up to take the lead here from Dustin Benton. Benton right down to the bottom side. Gonna go for the slide jump here over the 15 right. Stefanski gonna cut down the racetrack back down to his inside. Door to door down into corner number 1. A great heavyweight battle here in this one. Stefanski in the big D machine and Dustin Benton right there duking it out. And here comes the 999 ride of Corey Sibley. Sibley gonna poke his nose into this battle as they look to duke it out here at the front of the field. Hargraves back there in position number 4 and looking for more. Here is the 71H back there in position number 4, looking to try to catch back up to our race leader, Dustin Benton. Dakota Brown there in 5th. Dylan Simmons back there in 6th. Daniel Nally, Cody McCoy bringing up the rear of the field as the big team machine of Dustin Benton's going to click off another lap with 9 more laps left to go here in this one as Jim Maroney coming in, showing the love with like on the stream. Even though Just Bib coming in, showing the love with the reactions here in this one as Dustin Benton out in front, continuing to lead the way as the 34 ride. Somehow or another, even with the damage on his ride, able to keep this ride out in front, but Corey Sibley is right there ready to pounce. Steven Stefanski trying to hang on here as he's back into position number 3. And here you go, William Hargraves trying to find himself a way back up to the front of the field. Unfortunately, running out of time here as 71H very, very fast out there on the racetrack, continuously putting down the quickest lap times here on the track, and he's catching up to him as see a little bit of a bump right there. Stefanski getting into the rear end of the 999 ride of Corey Sibley. Sibley right now with the hard charger here in this one, up 5 positions as they continue to battle back there behind him. Dustin Benton open up a little bit more of a lead here as here comes the 999 ride, taking another look down on the inside, but here comes Hargraves slowly but surely as he works himself around the 15 of Steven Stefanski for position number 3 on the racetrack. And this one may not be over yet as Hargraves trying to find himself a way back to the rear bumper of the 34 ride. They duked it out during our Crank It Up session, and they're looking to try to do it again before the end of this one. And don't count Corey Sibley out, as Sibley has been very fast here all evening long as well, and he will throw his nose into any kind of a hole, any kind of a gap he's got, and there you go. He's going to take a shot down low, going to go for the slide jump here in this one. Sibley to the point, but here comes the big crossover out of the 34 ride of Dustin Benton. So Benton now going to try to slide back up in front of the 999 ride. Sibley going to try to cut back down underneath of them as they go door to door down across the start-finish line. Corey Sibley, Dustin Benton, William Hargraves, Steven Stefanski putting on a show here for us as out of corner number 2. It's the 999 ride of Corey Sibley who's going to take the lead, but here comes the slide jump out of the 34 ride. Dustin Benton with another big slider as he's got the 999 right there on his back bumper, and Hargraves right there going to poke his nose into this battle. William Hargraves looking to try to jump up here and take this lead, is beating and banging door panels all the way down the back straightaway as William Hargraves, Dustin Benton, and Corey Sibley duking out here for the win. And this one is the white flag is going to be displayed one more time around here. A big run up on the high side for Corey Sibley as he's looking to take this lead down the backstretch. Corey Sibley down into corner number 3, nice and easy as the slide jump, and a Dustin Benton up into the wall. Here comes the 71, they make contact. Around goes the 999 ride as Dustin Benton by inches is gonna pick up the checkered flag here at Eldora Speedway. What a run and what a drive. Corey Sibley coming across, sliding sideways in position number 2, and William Hargraves right there in position number 3. Steven Stefanski coming home in position number 4, but I do believe we're going to double check with iRacing to make sure, yes, it was scored as the Big D machine. Dustin Benton picking up the win here in this one. Dustin getting it done, picking up the win here in this one as he's going to take that ride up into the Eldora Speedway victory lane. Corey Sibley right there in position number 2, and William Hargraves coming home in that 3rd spot as man, oh man, what a run, what a race, and what a finish for these drivers as Hargraves pretty excited about that big run right there, trying to get his car lined up perfectly here for the photo as we're waiting for Dustin Benton, the Big D machine, to roll his car up onto the racetrack here for him getting into victory lane. Looked like him and his teammate were playing a little bit of bumper cars down there as Daniel Nally gonna knock the front bumper off the 34 ride. Nonetheless, still looking pretty up there in victory lane as we'll get ready to jump up into the broadcast booth here with our top 3 finishers. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys enjoyed that racing action, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you're watching over there on YouTube. As man, what a run, what a drive. Clifford says, dang, dude guy with the blank face. That was something right there, I'm gonna tell you. Brycey Bear says, damn, good run, William Hargraves. Stefanski says, wow. That's what we came here for, Chad. That's what we come here for every single night is racing action like that, a show like that, and some battles out there on the racetrack. Neither of those drivers giving an inch, neither of them backing down from one another as they put on a heck of a show. Just Viv says, oh, William, what a show. Stopping moment. My heart is still racing. Congratulations. Yeah, that was a definitely your your hairs on your arms are just standing up. It's one of those ones that give you a little chill. That was a heck of a race and a heck of a run right there. I don't know what's going on with this camera angle, but apparently iRacing just puts the camera inside of the dirt there and cuts off half the screen. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. As we're gonna get ready, we're gonna pull our race winner up into the broadcast booth here as win for Dustin Benton. There we go, as we'll pull the big D machine up here into victory lane. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's see some checkered flags up in the chat here for the 34 D machine as Dustin Benton picks up the win here at Eldora Speedway. Hey, Dustin, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth to get a copy.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Dustin, my boy, what a run, what a race. Take us back through that one as we saw some great racing action, some big sliders and beating and banging and battling there between you and William Hargraves, and there at the end between Corey Sibley, yourself, and Hargraves, all right there duking it out. You throw Steven Stefanski in there as you guys put on a heck of a show here in this one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, Aaron. I'm sure that had to be a damn good broadcast. I'll take quality over quantity any day, and that was one hell of a race and a lot of fun. So, hands off to all the guys that was here.
Absolutely. Whether or not you were in first or seventh or eighth position out there on the racetrack, or 800th position if we had that many cars, man, that was a ton of fun and an absolutely amazing show here in this one as you guys all win for it. No one was backing down. Each and every one of you were going to throw it in there, trying the sliders, try the high side, try to figure out a way to jump up there and knock you off the top spot. We saw Hargraves be able to do it for a little bit. We saw, Sibley lead a couple laps there. We saw Stefanski right up there as well, as you guys all battled very, very, very well here this evening, man, with, a little bit of contact here and there. We saw some beating and banging. We saw Hargraves get into you pretty hard there as you guys were battling there for the bottom side of the racetrack through probably about 15 laps left to go there. And then obviously we saw Hargraves battle back through that adversity after getting slid back to about the 5th position. He was able to battle right back and be there at the end. As, man, what a show and what a race by each and every one of you guys, man. You got to be pretty happy with the outcome of the evening, and then obviously be that much happier parking it up here in victory lane.
Oh, yeah. It's like you say, Aaron, it was a damn good race. A lot of back and forth, a bunch of sliders. I think William got the inside walls, and that's the reason he got into me so hard. He apologized for it. No big deal. I trust William, and we raced a bunch of laps together, so no hard feelings there. Damn good race. Love racing with him. Corey, hats off to him, and Steven. I mean, hell, Steven just left the Bills game and made it back to race. So hell, he didn't get not one practice lap, I don't believe, and come up here and was fighting for the win basically. So hats off to Steven. That's our newest team member, so he's come a long way since he come on board.
Absolutely. We continue to see Steve get better and better week after week after week here in the Monday Night All-Stars with Dustin. What a run and what a drive as you're able to inch yourself across the start-finish line in that top spot as you pick up yet again another checkered flag in your very, very, long iRacing career. So many accolades, so many race wins, so many checkered flags. This is going to be one of those ones that goes into the memory bank as a very fun and very memorable race here for you.
Yeah, back in the day, Aaron, at Eldora, everybody, when we had the league before or whatever, before I quit, and now I'm back, so it's been like 4 years ago. Nobody in the league ever wanted to race at Eldora because as soon as I got out front, I would like check out. Like I would be 6, 8 seconds out, and everybody else be racing pretty hard for second place. But now that I came back and they've done so many updates and stuff to all the tracks, Eldora's a whole lot more racy. And I mean, hell, anybody watching that didn't enjoy watching it, you need to go get your blood pressure checked.
Absolutely, brother. Dustin, man, what a run, what a race. Congratulations on picking up the checkered flag here this evening. Who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance out there on the racetrack?
Aaron, first and foremost, I got to thank you and for everything you do for us. Best broadcaster in the country, hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't know. It's just, I know it's a broken record maybe to some people, but you go watch another broadcast after you watch one of yours and it puts you to sleep. Uh, so love everything you do. Appreciate you. Uh, and I got to thank the good Lord above, uh, because a lot of people around us are having internet outages and power outages and stuff, but mine stayed strong and stayed on. So thankful and happy for that because I'd hate to lose the points battle over that. Got to thank all my teammates, Starland Motorsports. Can't knock us down, boys, and we're coming bigger and better and stronger. Everybody's getting faster, and we're pushing each other to the next level. Precision Auto Body, Big D's Lawn Care, Forever Tan and Boutique, WB Creatives Designs, Wade over there for all he does for us. Glad to have him on board as a team sponsor. Got to thank my buddy Randy on the back of my car. Love you, buddy. Always thinking about you. Last and most important, I got to thank my wife, my little girl, for putting up with me racing and giving me the opportunity to enjoy doing something that I love.
Absolutely, brother. Well, Dustin, a great run and a great race here in this one as you pick up the checkered flag and park that 34D machine up in victory lane here at Eldora Speedway. Dustin, we look forward to seeing you back out on the racetrack in the next one, as I'm sure we'll see you out there Wednesday night for the Wednesday night Street Fight Series, and then obviously we'll see you right back here next Monday for our second to last race here for the Monday Night All-Stars of the season. Slowly but surely coming to a close. You're up there trying to win this championship yet again and putting yourself in the best position you can with another victory here this evening. Congratulations, and look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Aaron.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner, Dustin Benton, is the Big D Machine picking up the checkered flag here this evening in this one, man. What a run and what a race right there for that 34 ride. It's Dustin Benton picking up the win as we'll get ready to pull in our second place finisher. The 999 ride picking up the hard charger here as well, up 5 positions. It's Corey Sibley. Sibley working himself up into position number 2 here. We're going to pull him up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Corey, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Corey, man, what a run, what a race. Take us back through those closing laps as you, William Hargraves, Dustin Benton, and Steven Stefanski duke it out here lap after lap after lap. A little bit of beating and banging, unfortunately, right there. Hargraves at the end, down through quarter number 4, trying to get up a little bit higher there, and unfortunately gets a piece of you as you go around across the start-finish line. In position number 2, still a great run, but looked like you were trying to set up Dustin Benton for a very close battle there across the start-finish line.
Yeah, it's definitely a what could have been moment, but I don't know. I mean, seems like that's kind of how my season's gone. I've been close. I just can't seem to win one of these. But it was a good race. I don't know. I can't be too upset. I thought I'd burn up my tires because I was trying to play nice with Dakota Proud and not get into him or anything. And I feel like I spent like 3/4 of the race just trying to pass him. But once I got a little bit of clear track, I caught up to the leaders, and like I said, it was a good time. I've watched the replay. I'm not sure if I would have had enough speed compared to Dustin going to the finish line, but damn, I would have liked to know.
Absolutely. You're always going to ask if you had enough there, if you have the run to be able to beat him across the line, but nonetheless, still a very solid second place finish here for you in that 999 ride as you guys duked it out here for a lot of laps. We saw a lot of big sliders and crossovers and beating and banging and drivers trying to get everything they can out there on the racetrack, and it goes right down to the very end of this one, right down to the checkered flag as it was a nail biter as you guys battled tooth and nail out there on the racetrack. Corey, you parked that 999 ride still in one piece up here in the podium for a solid second place run. Man, who would you like to thank for such a strong run and strong performance here at Eldora?
Yeah, Bowman Race Designs. Tyler always puts out real good wraps. CFM Esports. I mean, I guess it's a fixed league. Obviously, they don't help me with this, but you get a lot of good setups, and you get 15% off if you use code Sibley for anybody listening that wants to race late models or big blocks or anything. Um, my wife, she's real supportive. My buddy Jim, he's always in the comments section, and I appreciate you. You always put on a good broadcast. There's a lot of them that are pretty bland, but you seem to be pretty entertaining, and I appreciate that. And any of the fans that stick around and watch us, I know it's not the biggest league or the flashiest league, but it seems like we put on a hell of a show almost every week.
Absolutely, guys. Always putting on a great show. Always putting on some great battles there on the racetrack. And we saw a very, very good one here this evening as he come up so close to picking up the victory here in Impa, coming up one spot short there in position number 2. Corey, congratulations with the great run and the great finish here in this one. We can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack next Monday for the next Monday Night All-Stars race. Hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth. Maybe this time not getting spun around at the line, maybe getting up there and being able to pick up the victory yourself.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our second place finisher, Corey Sibley. Sibley coming home there in position number 2. What a run and what a drive there for that 999 ride as we're going to get ready to pull in our third place finisher, our third place driver, the 71H ride of William Hargraves. As Hargraves waiting patiently down here, we're going to pull him up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, William, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Hey, Aaron, I got you, man.
William, man, what a run, what a race here in this one as you guys duked it out for so many laps here in this one. Even through the heat race, we saw you right there duking it out with Dustin Benton, trying to get door-to-door with them, trying to throw those sliders. And throughout this one, we saw you guys go to battle once again as he stayed right there on his back bumper for a lot of laps. And then all of a sudden, you start to try to make your move to get around him. You were able to beat him a couple times, lead a few laps out there on the racetrack. And then, unfortunately, a little bit of contact there with that inside wall. You wash up, you get into Dustin where you had to get onto the binders, try to keep yourself from wrecking or crashing anybody else. You slide all the way back into that 5th position, then slowly but surely you work yourself back into contention here, and you're right there at the very end, putting your nose right into the battle at the front of the field and coming up oh so close to picking up the checkered flag here this evening, man. Take us back through this race and how much fun you were having out there on the racetrack, beating and banging and battling there for this one.
Yeah, man, it was a good race overall for sure. When I hit that inside wall, I pretty much felt like it ended my hopes of being able to win. But I was able to battle back up into there and still sacrifice a decent finish out of it. But yeah, man, it was a lot of fun there throwing sliders and stuff with Dustin. And early on in the race, I was really just laying back, just following him because there was really no point in racing that hard and burning up your stuff that early in the race. But once we started throwing some sliders, it definitely got interesting and had to get up on the wheel. And I guess I didn't get up on the wheel quite hard enough tonight.
Absolutely, but nonetheless, man, looked like you guys were having a lot of fun out there on the racetrack as you guys duked it out for so many laps and put on one wild show here for us. Even with 8 cars on the racetrack, it seemed like it was one of the better broadcasts we've done in quite a while as you guys put on a hell of a show here for us with all the slide jobs, all the beating and banging, all the battles that continuously went on around this racetrack. And honestly, the last 15, 25 laps were just non-stop action there between you guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't ask for. I mean, even though it's a small field, you couldn't ask for much better racing than that. The track was fast. I mean, there was different grooves you could run, but I mean, obviously there was a preferred line there for a very long time. But when you start mixing other cars in it, it takes your momentum and your speed away from you. It slows your lap times down a little bit, and it made for some real good racing. I mean, like you said, it can't complain about that. And hey, man, I guess was 2 races left to go out there and try to get another win.
Absolutely. A couple of races left on the docket here for you to be able to get it done. And knowing one of them is Knoxville, and we've seen you win a lot of good races and be very, very strong there at Knoxville Raceway. How you feeling about maybe being able to work yourself into victory lane here before the end of the season?
Man, I'd like to say it'll happen, but it's not easy no matter what. All these guys are so fast, and these guys just keep getting faster and faster. And I mean, it's anybody's game really. It's gotta have a little bit of luck and make the right moves, and hope if you can get out front, you can lock it down and keep it out there because that's no guarantee either. So, I mean, like you say, it'd be nice, but I ain't gonna cross my fingers on it. But there ain't gonna be a lack of not trying, that's for sure.
Absolutely, brother, and we look forward to seeing you out there, duking it out there for those final 2 races. But William, a solid run here tonight in this one, coming home in position number 3. Who would you like to thank for another strong run and strong performance here this evening?
Yeah, good win to Dustin. Great racing there, Corey. Even Steven, great racing, man. I don't even know if there was more in the mix or not. It was pretty hectic there for a little bit. So good racing to you guys and everybody. I mean everybody really. Got to thank you for doing the broadcast, Aaron. I got to thank Viv for always watching. Viv's Retail Liquor. Melm Electric Motorsales.com. I got to thank Billy at Joyride Designs for this awesome hot rod he gives me to drive every week. Casey Speedworks when we go into the open setup races, and just everybody that supports the league, watches, and makes time to make it all happen.
Beauty. Well, William, we look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack for the Wednesday night street fights here in a couple days, but we also look forward to seeing you back in action at Lima Land Motorsport Park and next Monday for the Monday Night All-Stars.
For sure, man. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day.
You too, Aaron.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our 3rd place finisher, William Hargraves. As Hargraves coming home here in position number 3. Man, what a run, what a race, and what a drive here by all these drivers. So many crossovers and beating and banging and battles out there on the racetrack, and it comes right down to the very bitter end of this one, right down to the checkered flag here to figure out who is going to be up here in victory lane. And a huge congratulations again to Dustin Benton getting the win here tonight in this one, as these drivers put on an absolute wild show here for us. But unfortunately, that is going to do it here for us this evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Absolutely amazing show, absolutely amazing races. My boy Steven Stefanski coming in, dropping that thumbs up on the stream. Aiden Schulte coming in with the like. Gregory Remble Alexander with the like on the stream as well, coming in showing the love here in this one. Is, man, what a run, what a race, and what a drive here by all of these drivers. Put on a heck of a show here in this one. And as much as we hate to go, but unfortunately the racing action done here for this evening. So I'll see you guys all back here tomorrow night for some more racing action, as we got the HCK Beagles Truck Series back in action tomorrow night. So we're going to see the trucks back in action. A very, very good race with those guys. A lot of trucks, a lot of crashes, a lot of action there with those guys, and it's always a good time. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night for the HCK Beagles Truck Series tomorrow evening. But man, what a run, what a race right there by all these drivers. Hands down, an epic showdown here between these cars, and we can't wait for the next one. But thank y'all for tuning in. Everyone with the likes, the comments, the shares, the new followers, any new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I will see you guys all back here tomorrow evening. But peace out for now. And I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.